Yes, greetings everyone. I'm just waiting for joining a little bit more people. Just in 1 minute, please. We see upcoming new people. Greetings everyone. And I think we can begin. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. My name is Max, and I'm a legal assistant at Fintech Harbor Consulting Company. And today we're going to discuss a top 3 crypto-friendly countries to establish a crypto company, what kind of requirements we're going to face, and what are the benefits you will get. And today's webinar is going to be no longer than an hour. So if you have any questions or maybe concerns regarding our topic, don't hesitate to write down your questions. And today we are going to answer on all of them. Also, in the end of our meeting, we are going to announce a great bonuses for our members of today's webinar. Stay with us until the end, and you will have an opportunity to get much more better conditions to start your crypto company in the near future with Fintech Harbor Consulting. And I would like to introduce today's speaker. It's a blockchain lawyer with experience in 30+ cryptocurrency projects, legal project manager with international experience, international tax lawyer, supported in 50+ companies as a consultant in various jurisdictions like Europe, US, Switzerland, and moreover. Bogdan Popovchenko. Bogdan, I pass the word to you.
Hi, Max. Thank you so much for your dynamic and detailed intro. Dear colleagues, dear viewers, nice to see you all. So first of all, I want to thank our legal and marketing department for preparation of a beautiful presentation that I'm going to show you now, and especially to our blockchain lawyer and my colleague, Alexander. So let's start. Now I'll show you a presentation of top 3 cryptocurrency jurisdictions. So let's get started. So I want to mention that while preparing this presentation, we had a huge internal discussion. We decided what countries to add here, what countries to exclude, and decided to make this list not only based on top 3 crypto-friendly jurisdictions, but also to include startup-friendly jurisdictions, because in this case, we decided that we will provide the most value to our clients. So let's start with some legal definitions. So what is a crypto license? So basically, a crypto license is a special permit that allows entities to conduct crypto activities within some jurisdictions that allow to conduct such activities as a crypto exchange of digital assets, transfer of digital assets, and custody services. Custody services in when you hold your client's crypto assets, and it may be as a part of your service, the same it may be the main service of your company. I want to mention that countries that we mentioned here provide not only licenses, but authorizations. But we decided to call it all crypto license because to facilitate it for our viewers. So let's start with some statistics. So according to our current statistical report, the cryptocurrency market is expected to achieve a revenue in more than $37 billion in 2023. And it is expected that it will reach more than $64 billion by 2027. So as you may see, almost twice increasement just within 4 years. So let's consider what are key benefits of operating with crypto license. So first of all, when some jurisdictions require obtaining a license or permit for conducting some sort of activities. So in this case, conducting of these activities would be considered illegal without license or permission. The second advantage is a bank account. So basically, when you want to open a bank account in almost any jurisdiction for your company, it will ask you if you provide your services legally, do you have permission, and how you operate. So in this case, crypto license would definitely allow you to open more bank accounts and PSP accounts for your business. sort advantage is marketing. So basically here we have the same situation as with legal activities. Marketing with crypto services without permission basically would be considered illegally and may lead you to legal consequences. And of course, I guess that nobody who's present here don't want any legal consequences. And the second part is that without crypto license, permission, or authorization, you cannot advertise your services on Meta and Google. And the last but not least is trust of clients. So based on latest European Union authority report, more than 54% of crypto investors consider a great risk of possibility of losing their assets. And the latest situation with FTX show us that trust, it is the most important part for your most important part of crypto business, and obtaining a license or authorization will allow you to be more respectable, more stable in eyes of your clients, regulator, banks, and so on. So it's a great opportunity. So let's start with Poland. Poland is my favorite country from this list. Basically, the key advantage of Poland is a possibility of obtaining virtual currency authorization within a month. That will allow you legally conduct exchange between virtual currencies and fiat money, such as EUR to Bitcoin, and exchange between virtual currencies between themselves, as like you may change Bitcoin on USDT or vice versa. Brokerage in exchange and custody services. We discussed previous custody services when you hold your clients' crypto assets inside your company's cold wallet structure. So the second advantage is authorized capital requirements. So basically in Poland, there are no capital requirements for crypto companies. It means that you only need to have like 5,000 Polish zloty in your authorized capital. It's approximately equivalent of 1,000 euros, which is not so more, which is not a lot considering list of activities that you will be legally able to perform. Local substance, so almost no requirements for having local director, staff, and office, which is great for crypto startups. And as I told, I guess on my point of view, the key benefit here is the time. You can obtain WASP authorization within 1 month. And I want to mention that this includes not only crypto authorization, but company registration, preparation of all necessary corporate documents, preparation of AML policies, and this all just within a month. So I guess if Guinness Worldwide Records had a category of the fastest crypto authorizations, they would definitely consider Poland as a candidate to be #1 in this list. So why to choose Poland? If to compare Poland with other European jurisdictions, especially crypto-friendly, such as Estonia, in Estonia, applicants must have at least €250,000 in funds, which makes it much more difficult for startup projects to register. So as we can remember, in Poland, there are almost absent requirements to authorized capital. And the second advantage is substance requirements. So the only person whom you need, it is AML officer, and AML officer may also be a director of a company. So a very, very simple structure with very few requirements in such a big EU country. So here is mentioned a process of obtaining Polish authorization. So first step is very easy. You have to obtain PASO. It's like analog of identification numbers. The step 2 is company formation process just within a week. The third step is submitting application to regulator and preparation of AML policies. And in the last step, your company will be included to the crypto register of Poland, and you will obtain certificate. And all of it will take just a month. And if to summarize, so key benefits of Poland, it's timeline, very fast, very easy, almost absent substance requirements The only thing we want you to consider is, according to Polish law, you need to have at least 2 shareholders in your structure to avoid legal requirements to pay monthly insurance payment of 2,000 Polish zloty for companies with a single owner. So 2,000 Polish zloty is not so much. It's like $500, but better to avoid it. And Poland is a very respectful country in the European Union. It already complies with all AML requirements of EU and high standards, and will allow for small startups to obtain a reputable crypto authorization in European country. And I guess the most important advantage for small company is budget. Budget is I guess that nowadays Poland is the cheapest option in entire European Union when you may obtain a WASP authorization. So considering all of these advantages, I guess I want to mention just one key disadvantage is that because of a few requirements to the companies, there may be some problems with opening bank account. It is all because of there are few requirements, and banks may consider company with Poland WASP authorization a risky one. But here at Fintech Harbor, we have tons of success cases of opening banks accounts and EMEA accounts for Polish companies. So definitely it wouldn't be a deal breaker considering all the benefits that we discussed. So the country number 2 is Lithuania. Lithuania offers very similar virtual asset service provider authorization. The timeline is a bit longer, so it will take you 2 months to obtain it, starting from the company registration and till obtaining of certificate. The key disadvantage of Lithuania compared to Poland is authorized capital requirements. So you need to have not less than 125,000 euros, and they should be paid up. And here we may see a little more complex substance requirements. So we need to hire a local senior manager with a permanent residency in Lithuania. The scope of activities is almost the same: is exchange of cryptocurrency for fiat, exchange of fiat currency to cryptocurrency, exchange one of type of crypto assets for another, as I mentioned before, like Bitcoin for USDT and vice versa, and custody services. So in 2022, there was the biggest change in WASP regulation in European Union, in Lithuania. The key point here was that the capital, authorized capital requirement increased from 2,500 euros to 125,000 euros. So it's accurately 50 times more, which make it much harder for startup companies. And the second part is that you need to have a local senior manager with a permanent residency in this country. So the process of obtaining a Lithuanian license is very similar to Poland. The key difference here is that you need to hire a senior manager, and this process may take from months till 2. It is all because of high standards. Here at Fintech Harbor, we make due diligence of these people. And of course, when we advise someone to our clients, we are always sure that this person will act what is needed. So the entire process will take like 2 months approximately, which actually is not very long. So if to summarize, the key benefits are almost the same. So the timeline, company formation and authorization obtainment is 2 months. You may think how it may be advantage of Lithuania. If in Poland we may make it just within a month, but according to our practice, obtaining even a simple authorization for crypto project in 2 months is a very great result. I guess if Some of our guests previously obtained license in such jurisdiction as Switzerland, as Hong Kong and Liechtenstein. I guess they will definitely agree with that. The second advantage is taxation. Lithuania has one of the lowest corporate tax rates in entire European Union. It is 15% basic rate and reduced rate from 0 to 5% for companies with less than 10 employees, and that with gross annual income less than 300,000 euros. So even if to compare with countries that are included in our list, Poland has bigger taxes. The basic rate is 19%, and the reduced rate for small companies is 9%, which is higher than in case of Lithuania. If to compare with Canada, Canada have even bigger taxation, bigger tax burden. It will be like effective something from 22 to 33, depending on the concrete province of Canada where the business will be registered. The third key advantage is banking. As I told you in example of Poland, the stricter requirements we have, the easier is to obtain for us a bank account. Because of requirements, more strict requirements to substance and authorized capitals, banks open accounts for crypto companies from Lithuania more often and more easily than in case with Poland. And the substance is still advantage, even considering that we need to have local senior manager and office rent. It's one of the lowest in the European Union. So still, if we'll consider the scope of activities, the fact that we will be legally allowed to conduct cryptocurrency activities within a European country, it is still great. Number 3, Canada. In Canada, the license is called MSB, so Money Service Business License. If to compare with Lithuania and Poland, this is license. The process of its obtainment is 3 months. There are no requirements to authorized capital and few requirements to substance. So you need local office and director and IML officer, but these people may live in other jurisdictions, so from any jurisdiction. The scope of activities is dealing with virtual currencies, which is divided on exchange services and transfer services. So basically, it is very comparable to European Union WASPs. So let's discuss the process. So the timeline is the timeline will last longer than in Poland, in Lithuania, because of a little bit another procedure. So first of all, we have to register a company, submit a registration request when we have to provide our business plan, but don't be afraid. In Fintech Harbor, we have a huge expertise in help of our clients with preparation of business plans. So if you will provide us an idea, we'll ask you a few questions. We and our Canadian colleagues will be able to help you with it. Submitting application to the regulator and obtaining an MSB license. So if to summarize again, key benefits are the regulator. So FINTRAC is more flexible supervisor authority than if to compare it with European regulators. The timeline is still a benefit because even 3 months to obtain a license in Canada to conduct legal activities in a field of cryptocurrency is still a very good result. Marketing. So if your MSB company wants to advertise its services on Google and Meta, it is a great solution. And the budget, because here we may find the second situation. So because Canada, obtaining an MSB license in Canada may cost more in terms of legal assistance services than Lithuania and Poland, but we have to remember that compared with Lithuania, here we don't have authorized capital requirements. We don't need Canadian citizens in the structure, and our team may work without any extra costs. So a great jurisdiction. So if to compare this old jurisdiction, Poland is a perfect decision for small startups with a minimum budget who want to obtain a WASP authorization. Lithuania and Canada are a great solution, but I guess for the companies who already may have one license in another jurisdiction or has experience in blockchain business and they are ready to invest money in their legal infrastructure. Because investing money in your legal infrastructure will allow you to obtain more trust and respect from regulators, your partners, your clients, and so on. And Lithuania is a great option in this case, and Canada may be a perfect decision for companies who may who wouldn't like to compliance with micro requirements that will apply in a year. So in this case, Canada may be considered. Also, Canada will be a great decision if your company plans to provide services to Canadian citizens. In this case, Canada is decision number one, definitely. And so what I want to mention that here at Fintech Harbor, we provide a comprehensive support for crypto and fintech projects across multiple jurisdictions at all stages. And our services include not only assistance with obtaining necessary license and permissions, but only even when you will obtain a WASP authorization on license, we will help you to comply with all the new legislations that will come in force in future. So thank you very much. Dear Max, I want to transfer a word to you.
Thanks. Thanks, Bogdan. I'm sure that today's topic was fully disclosed and many of our viewers learned a lot of new and useful things, how to choose and register a crypto company. So, and right now, my dear viewers, we would like to transfer to the Q&A part. So during the registration for the webinar, a lot of our customers left different questions regarding this topic. And basically, as our time is limited, we will try to answer to majority of them. Also, you can write down your questions right now in the Zoom chat if you have one, or otherwise you can contact us offline after the webinar through the email, Telegram, or WhatsApp, or directly in our social media resources or the website. But anyways, let's start regarding one of the most popular question. What is the price for a crypto license? So I would like to answer on that everything depends on the country and activities of license, including company's registration, including registered address for 1 year of the virtual office, full correspondence with the local authorities, legal assistance, and also documents and application preparation. Cost starts from around 8,000 euros. Once again, everything depends on the country and activities of the license, because I hope you know that we are looking forward to providing high quality services and long-term assistance. So our legal team reviews each case individually to make sure that our client will get what he wants, that everything will be fine without any legal issues. So majority of our customers also have different meetings with our lawyers, yes, to make sure that exactly what our customers wants and we can satisfy his requirements. I hope my answer was sufficient. So regarding the next question, Bogdan, I hope you can answer on it. Can I get a crypto license in United Arab Emirates?
Yeah, definitely. You may obtain license in United Arab Emirates, and here in Fintech Harbor, we provide comprehensive support within UAE. So we have a huge expertise with Dubai regulator WARA. We provide assistance with incorporation and obtaining licenses for crypto projects in ADGM, in DIFC, and JAFSA, and have a very wide expertise. So I want to return to the beginning when we were discussing with our colleagues what countries we should include in the list, and we were even considering including UAE and Liechtenstein to this list, but decided to make a list of countries mostly startup friendly. So yeah, definitely, if you want to obtain a license in UAE, it is not very hard if you work with FinTech Harbor, but the process is a little more complicated than within European Union. It is not authorization, it is considered to be a license. And I want to describe the key difference between different types of licenses within UAE. So basically, in UAE are two main models of work. So if you want to provide services for United Arabian Emirates, you have to comply not only with local legislation such as WARA and so guidances and so on, but you will have to comply with even with Sharia law, is including Islam finances. So if you want to provide services for UAE residents, there are strict requirements. If you want to provide services like worldwide, so for UAE free zones will be definitely a great decision. Yeah.
Okay,
So
and yeah, can I also advise how we can obtain DFC or a DGM approval? And maybe our viewers doesn't know what does it mean. So if you can disclose what does it mean and how it can be useful for the obtaining a license or exactly for a crypto proprietary trading.
yeah, sure. It is one of my favorite questions when we speak about UAE. I will spoiler a little. I like ADGM most of all from all other free zones. So what is ADGM? ADGM is Abu Dhabi Global Market Free Zone. It is not very big territory inside Abu Dhabi, where is a special tax regime and ownership regime for foreign companies. So basically, ADGM has its own legislation. It is based on English law principles and made like considering the law there is very similar to UK. So it is jurisdiction inside UAE when foreign companies will feel themselves very comfortable for providing different services and especially including crypto. There are a few benefits of these jurisdictions. So as far as you know, in UAE currently there is 0% taxation, but in 2023, there is a high possibility that the corporate tax in UAE will increase from 0 to 9%. But in free zones, you will still be able to use these tax advantages of 0%. DFC is Dubai International Financial Center, is another it is another free zone that is located in Dubai. Actually, a few months ago, I was there. It is a very luxury building complex. So it is, I would like to compare it with a very, very, very big business center where foreign companies may rent offices, register themselves, obtain visas, and so on. So to facilitate the process of entering foreign businesses on UAE territory, the government decided to make free zones. And if to speak regarding comparison between DFC or ADGM, I think that for crypto businesses, maybe it very depends on circumstances, but I guess that ADGM may be better decision if you want to protect your assets. It provides more options for asset protection. For example, when you provide custody services and something like it, maybe ADGM would be a better option for you. But these both jurisdictions are perfect for crypto businesses. They have a huge list of different licenses, and we will be glad to provide your assistance with their obtainment if you require. So there are two ways of obtaining license in UAE. So I would like to describe them, one more complicated and one easier. So number one, to obtain license in free zone, first of all, you have to visit UAE. You have to analyze the list of your activities that your company provides to find what perfect licenses you will require inside UAE free zone, you will need to find a local bank, obtain pre-approval, prepare documents for obtaining UAE residency permit for you and maybe for your employees, prepare all necessary contracts, and after you need to submit them to a local authority. It may be a DGM, DFC, or even mainland UAE. And after it, something like within 3 months, it will be possible that with your own powers, you will register a company and obtain a license. And there is another option. It is much easier. You may ask us, because here at Fintech Harbor, we have a very wide experience in UAE, and we'll be glad to provide your assistance with it. So I want also to mention that in UAE, we provide not only services of company formation or obtaining a crypto license, we provide a wide range of services, including employees relocation, preparation of all necessary contracts, obtaining residency permit, and so on. And so if you have some questions regarding UAE, we will be very glad to help you with it.
Okay, thanks for the answer. And also we have a lot of questions regarding the security tokenization. So please, Bogdan, can you answer what about regulations about the security tokenization regarding opportunities to ICO and STO listing for the time being?
Yeah, Max, I would like to ask you to stop me if you think that I'm speaking too much, because it is one of my most favorite topics, and I make talk a lot about it.
If you can just briefly, major moments, right?
Yeah, so dear viewers, just write plus in the chat when you want me to stop or continue, so let's make it more interactive. So a security token offering. Security token offering is, I will explain for those who don't have enough experience with it. It is a process when you provide your clients, you sell to your clients tokens that provide them the same rights as traditional securities. So what this may include? Basically, it includes the right to obtain profit, the right to make decisions like shareholder decisions within a company, and the right to vote on some company's decision. So basically, most countries have regulation of security tokens for traditional securities. I would like to start with European Union because our topic is regarding it. So here in European Union, we have legislation. It is called MiFID II, and it provides some information regarding what virtual asset should be considered as a security token and what not. So based on MiFID II, your token has to provide rights to clients to obtain profit. It has to belong to class of securities, and it has to be like something like analog of registered security. So in European Union, we have a great thing that is called security token offering exemption. The best case here, I guess, at least some time ago, was Estonia. Just last year, we had a situation. So the client came to us and told, so dear lawyers, I want to obtain a permission to sell my client's security token within European Union, and I don't have enough of budget. So if your token is considered to be a security, you need to make the very strict legal regulation will apply to you. You will have to file a prospect of emission. You will have to list your token on centralized exchanges and prepare tons of documentation. So, and also you may use an exemption. There was a great exemption in Estonia. You could register a company, file an exemption, and to obtain a permit to gather like €1.5 million inside entire European Union for your clients. And it was very very cheap decision at that time. Also, if 1.5 million is not enough for you, you could use like such countries as Germany, Italy, and to gather a lot more money. So here we have the same situation as with licenses. The more strict regulation applies to you, the more opportunities you will have. And I guess my favorite example is US. I guess you already heard regarding the latest situation with Binance, with this token BUSD, that's so that considered as a security token. So it's happening in US. Let's just discuss in a few words. So in US, there is a very old legislation. It's called Securities Regulation of 1933, which describes what activities should be considered as security token and what not. And there always was a test. Just imagine, test of US High Court from 1947, which still regulates what activities, which still regulates what tokens should be considered as securities. So just imagine, 1947, US High Court made a court decision and provided their own test that is called the Howey test in the case Howey versus Security Exchange Commission. And in 1947, its Security Exchange Commission still uses this test nowadays. So the test includes very basic requirements, very few. So your first of all, your asset should provide a guarantee of profit to your clients. It should provide rights to vote and to make some decision within a company. So basically, the typical rights of shareholder. So in US, there is a principle, the same business risk, the same regulation, and basically they do not care if you will take a paper, will write here that I will provide my clients a guarantee of profit, so they will even consider this paper as a security. So basically that is it, and we have a very wide jurisdiction in security token offering legislation. If you need to choose the optimal jurisdiction, you may contact with us after this call, and we would be glad to help you.
Definitely, Bogdan. Thanks for sufficient answers. I do suggest to end the Q&A part, and I would like to remind you viewers who are still with us that if you have any questions and you didn't get a chance to write it down at the moment in our Zoom chat, please don't hesitate to contact us through the website or offline, like via email or Telegram or WhatsApp or any other social media resources. We'll be glad to answer them. And let's summarize today's discussion. And crypto license, which we already discussed, several options, that they are not difficult, they are affordable and fast if you act professionally, right? So as a team of professionals who have dealt with hundreds of successful cases of crypto companies in total, we do understand, according to the nature and the specific of different crypto activities, which license and jurisdictions will suit you the best. So as I mentioned for you before, we are glad that you were with us today. And this is the first event of this kind for us. And in gratitude for this, we are giving you an opportunity to get a free consultation with our fintech lawyer on crypto license issues. And in case of the decision to start the cooperation with us, we would like to provide you a 10% discount on the procedure itself. So such offer is valid for everyone who attended as a webinar, and will contact us before the end of this June month. You just need to contact us or write down in your request the code word webinar, and we will arrange a meeting with you and with our fintech legal team. Also, I would like to announce that we are going to hold such webinars regularly, and the next discussion will be approximately in 3 weeks from now. So follow our social media resources website, and you will get a notification about the next topic very soon. And moreover, if you want us discuss something important procedures or licenses for you or maybe for your company, please let us know about it and we will take it in consideration. And if we will have majority some kind of procedures or licenses, or maybe especially for some kind of countries, you would like us to make a research and provide you with the correct information, we will be glad to make it for you. So I wish you a nice morning, a nice afternoon or evening. Thanks for being with us today, and we are looking forward to working with you. Thanks, Bogdan, for your time. And
a great day. Thank you. Also, I want to mention to thank all the viewers who came today, and I want to sorry for them for those whose answer we haven't answered because of the time limits of our format. We received much more questions. We analyzed all of them, and we analyzed and we considered that we may provide help with at least 90% of the questions. So if your question was left without answer, you may always contact us, visit a free consultation, and we will discuss your question in more details. So thank you so much and have a great day.
Indeed. See you soon. Bye.